subscribers, and viewers. The APN's The Pulse podcast will bring you the pulse of America with host Alexandra Levine from the Alexandra Levine Live podcast, and host Damon Galdo from the Jersey Shore podcast, and host Seth Eisenberg from the Conservative Corner podcast, plus APN's regular guest Elena Barbara from the Based Mother podcast. So due to job, campaigning, work, life, and family, instead, we will be sharing some short clips that we hope you enjoy. Thank you for your continued support as a loyal subscriber and viewer. The Pulse will return next week at its regular...
As a congresswoman, there's an example to be set. They do look at your whole family. They look at your ex. They look at your children. So this is breaking news. Let's put up this slide. So breaking news, this is pretty intense. Lauren Boebert's son arrested on child sexual exploitation charges. Let's get into that. Let's go to the next slide. So the next slide is going to tell us in detail what's going on. So Tyler, 21 years of age, a son of Republican Congresswoman, and remember, she's a grandma now, has been arrested in Colorado on multiple felony charges related to the alleged sexual assault of a child. According to court records obtained by People, Tyler was arrested Sunday, August 9th in Garfield County on charges including child sexual exploitation to induce or entice, sexual exploitation of a child, possession with intent, sexual exploitation of a child involving video, 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Court records list the alleged offense date as January 1st, 2024.
Hey, it's great to be on with you. This is a great podcast. It's a lot of fun, and it's informative, and it's real information. It's none of the frills and none of the nonsense that you hear on the legacy media. Just telling the story of what's happening right now. It's what I do with my newsletter that I get out to anybody who wants to see it. It's what you're doing with this podcast. America needs to know what the real deal is, and you're the real deal.
Anyone who calls for the demise and the destruction of America, anyone that says that 9/11, it was good that 9/11 happened, death to America, should be in jail, should be hung, should be something worse, fire range, or whatever you want to do, hung. I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting that they're in our country. They've been in our country for many years, but the people are now finally waking up and realizing, oh crap, they're in our country now. So now it's time for us Republicans to rally. President Trump is going to have a convention, a midterm convention in September in Texas. That's where we all need to get together. We all need to work together, us Republicans, us conservatives, and even independents. There's a lot of independents that are working with us. And there's actually Democrats used to work for Hillary Clinton, and Democrats used to work for Jimmy Carter and so forth that are backing away from this DSA, socialist, communist party, because President Trump said we will never be a socialist nation. And we have to help him with that. He can't do it on his own. He's only one man. We need to work with him to make sure that we don't have a socialist nation. But it's very scary that we have communists in our country. I'm very happy that Miss Francesca Hung didn't win, but we still have Abdul Rahman Mohammed. We still have what's his name? Zohran Dandami. There we go. Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib. We still have those idiots. We got to get rid of them one by one by one by one. And then, of course, we'll go to the last slide with Eric Daughtry. This was kind of very disturbing. I thought we were done with the late-term abortion crap, but Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey has officially signed a law allowing abortion up to the point of birth, with liberals cheering. This is straight up demonic. The previous law only allowed abortions after 24 weeks in limited circumstances. Pray for the kids. Pro-life must win everywhere. What the hell? This is murder. This is straight up murder. This woman signed into law that Massachusetts should have late-term abortion. So they're like, don't have an abortion at 3 weeks or 24 weeks or 6 weeks or 10 weeks. Have your baby, and then we'll just kill it afterwards. We'll kill a live born fetus. I find the whole thing disgusting and asinine. The fact that women were cheering over this is disgusting. The fact that this is allowed is nasty. It's allowed in a lot of liberal states. And the more these governors are in power, the worse it's going to get. That's why we have to get proper governors in states, even in liberal states. That's why it's very important that we have Tilly as the governor of Minnesota governor of Wisconsin. Hello. And, if we can get a Republican as governor of Minnesota, that would really help us out a lot. It would really help the country out, because I'm tired of reading about this. I'm tired of reading of these late-term abortions. It's disgusting. Another breaking news, which is near and dear to our heart, is on our network, because I am the White House correspondent for this network. My good friend Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, decided to, leave at the end of this month. And as you know, she just had a baby. She just got off maternity leave. She went on maternity leave for 2 months, came back, and then decided today that she was going to stay until the end of the month. And the president wrote a beautiful message about her on X, and excuse me, not X, True.
You've been waiting in the shadows too long, with a fire inside that's burning strong. They told you sit down, stay in line, but this world was built by those who tried. Every dream starts with a spark in the dark. Every change leaves a mark on the heart. It's your time, your turn, your fight. You're the future, you're the light. Let your voice be heard tonight. Stand up, step in, claim your right. We'll hand you the torch, show the way, but you gotta rise and seize the day. Only the strong will break the mold. This is your moment. Take control. Take control. Take control. Take control. Write your path, draw the line. This is your world, this is your time. If you stand, if you fight, you can turn the dark to light. Turn the dark.
DSA, like I said, is creeping up in a county near you. Any Jew that votes for a jihadist, I have no sympathy. I can say this as a Jewish person. This offends you, I don't care. Because if you're Jewish and you voted in the primary for Abdul Rahman Mohammed, think about what he did think about what happened on 9/11. Think about what happened in Iran right now. Think about what's happening in Israel. Think about what happened on October 7th. Think about the Holocaust. These are things that you need to think about when you're going into that ballot box and you are voting for Abdul Rahman, just like you voted for Barack Hussein Obama. Did that name not resonate enough for you? Did that name not scare you enough? It scared me. It scared a lot of my Jewish relatives. So please, I plead with the Jewish community. I've been pleading with you guys for years. And we have our host, Seth Eisenberg, is also Jewish. I am pleading personally for you to frickin' see the light, to rally up every Jewish person, not to switch parties and become Democrat. That's stupid. That's dumb. Switch parties and become Republican. That's better. Or just say no to jihadism and not vote for that crap. Not vote for it because, look, they're not coming for me. They're not coming for Donald Trump. They're coming for you. And we're just standing in the way. So make the right decision. Do the right thing. Vote the right way. Don't vote party line. Vote principle. Don't allow this Abdul Rahman to take over Michigan. As a Jew who lives in Michigan, you will literally have to leave your state. You will not be able to live in Michigan safely as a Jew. Same thing with a lot of Jews leaving New York City because they cannot live freely as a Jew for fear of getting attacked and for fear of the height of anti-Semitism. Now we go into segment one. Let's bring in our good friend, my host from the Seth Eisenberg. Hi, sorry, that was like 20 minutes of me.
That's fine.
I didn't think it was going to go that long. Sorry. Oh, you could have taken a nap, vacation.
Yeah, I'm good. It was all good.
So I want to kind of talk a little bit about, these elections, about, like I said, I don't call them communists and socialists anymore. I call them jihadists because I feel that resonates a little bit better. I feel, in my opinion, people will wake the F up because it's mostly our youth that's voting for these idiots. And that's where the communists and socialists, they try to get the youth as much as possible. So what do you think about the results, about the Minnesota results? Are you happy with the people that won? Are you concerned about the people who won? What say you?
I'm always concerned. I mean, I don't like politicians. Never have. I don't trust them. Mm-hmm. Even if they're on my side of the aisle. a little skepticism is healthy, and I'm very skeptical of all politicians. I don't know why everybody thinks, well, we got to get the right guy in, or if we get the wrong, none of them are right, because none of them are us. None
Correct.
of them have ever worked a 40, 50-hour work week and lived paycheck to paycheck. None of them have to sit at their dining room table with their spouse and decide what bills are we paying this month and which ones aren't we going to pay because we can't afford it. They don't know how we live. They all of them live on in their ivory towers looking down on us and think they're doing us a favor. And I've always, like you just said, you should always vote your principle, not your party. I mean, I understand. Very few times will a Democrat ever align with your principles. I get it. I understand that. And that's fine. But you should leave that door open just in case. You should never go, I will never, ever listen to anybody other than the person in my party. That's kind of...
Yeah. This one's for New Jersey. For every working family that's had enough. Name's Damon Galdo, and I'm just getting started. From the job site dust to the streets of the shore, steel-toed boots, yeah, I know what I'm working for. Middle class hurting, every bill going up, while suits in DC say, man, just trust us. I'm a builder by trade, put my sweat in the ground. Now I'm building up hope for my hometown. Jersey's my home, blue collar sold. I don't make excuses, I get it done, that's all I know. I felt the pressure, I've lived that grind, trying to give your kids a better life. I won't forget where I came from, man, cause I'm built by work, built by hands. I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. Not a career man who forgot what hard work means. They talk real big, but nothing ever changes, while Jersey keeps drowning in the same old pain. I'll build a future strong for our kids in this land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. Yeah. Donald Norcross been there year after year. Same old story while the struggle's still here. Claims he's for workers, but look around town. Rent sky high, grocery bills breaking us down. Where's the relief for the middle class grind? Cause all I see is folks falling behind. I ain't got decades in some DC chair, I got skin in the game, cause my family's here. Time, they had their shot, and tell me, Jersey, what have we got? It's time for change, time for a stand, time for a work, and not another plan, not another plan, not another plan. Yeah! I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. Not some suit who sold you fantasy. We waited long enough, it's time to demand a future built by honest hands, for Jersey strong, for this great land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. Yeah, this ain't left, this ain't right. This is fight for what's right. For every mom working double shifts, every dad praying they don't miss. I'm running for my kids, running for yours, for a state that deserves so much more. Not talk, that's the plan. Let's build it back with a working man. For our children's dreams, for a better way. I'll fight for Jersey every day. No empty words, I'll take the stand, cause I'm built by work. Yeah, I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. While the old guard keeps playing the same old game. But we're done with waiting, done with excuses. It's time for a man who knows how to do this. I'm built a future strong for our kids in this land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. New Jersey 1st District. If you're tired of the talk and ready for work, walk with me. Galdo, Galdo. Galdo, Galdo. Galdo, Galdo. Make the crowd chant with no music.
Lauren Woodward's son arrested on child sexual exploitation charges. So Tyler, 21 year of age, a son of Republican Congresswoman, and remember, she's a grandma now, has been arrested in Colorado on multiple felony charges related to the alleged sexual assault of a child. According to court records obtained by People, Tyler was arrested Sunday, August 9th in Garfield County on charges including child sexual exploitation to induce or entice, sexual exploitation of a child, possession with intent, sexual exploitation of a child involving video, 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. But these new allegations, while Tyler is already awaiting sentencing in 2 separate criminal cases. One involves a 2025 child abuse case connected to an incident involving his own son. So that means he abused his own child. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of negligence without injury, while another count was dismissed. Then on September 10th, he is scheduled for another sentencing hearing in Garfield County, stemming from his February 2024 arrest, following a string of vehicle trespasses and property thefts. I mean, oh my God. I mean, this kid, I mean, he's the premier child right here. Again, I hate to say it, I do blame the parents for this. And, you know, she, in my opinion, didn't keep an eye on the child or the children. I mean, what say you, Seth?
When I first heard about this, I looked into it. And apparently the sexual assault charge was based on him dating a 17-year-old when he was 18 or something along those lines. So I don't agree with that. I think that's, unless there's more to it than just dating. You know, if there's more to the story than that, then by all means charge the dude. But if it's just that, that's not like the first time in recorded history that's ever happened.
Well, I think what they're saying is he exploited whoever he was with, like on video and stuff like that. Like, did some pretty.
Well, if there's more to the story than that, then yeah, let's charge him. But if that's what they're going on, that's ridiculous.
But the fact that he's accused of abusing his child,
that's unforgivable.
Is like really.
Now, has he been accused or is he found guilty of that?
Case connected to.
So he's awaiting sentencing. So he was already found guilty of that.
Yeah. So he was found guilty. Yeah, he was found guilty of that.
Well, he was found guilty of child abuse.
Yeah,
I think number one, he should be castrated so he can never have children again. I think anybody who does anything to the children or the elderly really needs to have their ass kicked up around their shoulders. There's no forgiveness.
Welcome to America's Pulse Network. This is APN's very own White House correspondent, Alexandra Levine.
This is so amazing and miraculous. We've never had a president in the history of our nation doing this. And we hope to God that he continues doing this forever and ever. Thank you. God bless you, everybody. And God bless President Trump.
And God bless you.
Hello, everyone. This is Alexandra Levine with the America's Pulse Network. I am the White House correspondent right here in the heart of D.C. as President Trump is celebrating 250 years of America and the military.
Subscribe and follow America's Pulse Network on the above social medias.
I took an oath when I enlisted at MEPS. Everybody who's enlisted took an oath at their processing station. My brother, my daughter, everybody. Mm-hmm. And what people need to understand is that oath has no expiration date.
Correct.
That oath we took to defend the Constitution and defend it, and not verbatim defend the country and our citizens has no expiration date.
Yeah, correct.
So if you think just because you vote for communism or socialism and it gets into office that any of us that took that oath are going to blindly follow it, it's going to get very ugly very quickly for you. Yeah. Because I will not follow. I will not acquiesce. I will not bend my knee for communism or socialism. And I can guarantee you, I am not the only veteran that feels.
America's Pulse Network. Amplify your voice with the premier conservative podcast network. Are you a standard bearer for liberty, free markets, and traditional values? Stop fighting the algorithms alone. Join a powerhouse community of like-minded creators dedicated to uncensored truth and professional growth. Here is why to partner with us. Who are we looking for? Ready to scale your podcast? Then apply today to protect your voice and grow your audience.
We're doing and getting paid for. So when they walked in and there was 45 applicants for the job, they normally got it because, hey, you've done all this before. This is not book stuff for you. This is real world stuff for you. So yeah, we definitely want you because training you will be so easy. You already know this.
Yeah.
That's why I'm big on trade schools and doing the military. I mean, granted, the military is not for everybody. I get it. I'm not, but trade school, the military, you learn, get out. If you're in the military, you'll be paid to learn. You walk out with practical experience. You're going to find a job easy. If you're in trade school, you learn what you're going to do. You get out, very, very low debt. Most trade schools will help you find a job, and then you're good.
America's Pulse Network. The mainstream media is bought and paid for. The truth is twisted to fit their agenda. But America is waking up. Because podcasts are the future for trusted media. Welcome to the America's Pulse Network. It is a network built by patriots that upholds the Constitution. But America's Pulse Network stands for God, truth, and the America First movement. There is no corporate propaganda, no government spin, just real news, real talk, and real voices fighting for faith, freedom, and the future of this great nation with common sense. Here are some of America's Pulse Network podcasts. Alexandra Levine Live, hosted by Alexandra Levine. Jersey Shore Podcast, hosted by Damon Galdo. The Conservative Corner, hosted by Seth Eisenberg. The New Jersey State House Watch, hosted by Jack Brangan and Constance Detzel. APN's The Pulse is moderated by either Alexandra, Damon, Elena, or Seth. Also tune into America's Pulse Network on the following social media platforms. Join the revolution because the pulse of America beats for God and country. America's Pulse Network is for faith, family, freedom, and truth.
That feeling when everything is going sideways, you missed the bus, spilled coffee on your shirt, boss is already in a mood, and somehow you still manage to crack a grin at how ridiculous it all is. That's the sense of humor doing its quiet magic. It's more like a soft cushion for the hard landings life continuously throws at us. When stress starts climbing up your neck and your mind starts spinning, a little laugh, even at yourself, can cut it down to size. Suddenly the day doesn't feel quite so heavy. You're still dealing with the mess, but you're not drowning in it. It also makes people stick around. Nothing pulls folks closer faster than sharing a real, unenforced laugh. Those inside jokes with your partner, the friend who gets your weird references, the coworker who catches your eye across the meeting when something absurd happens. Those moments stick longer than most serious conversations. Humor quietly says, hey, we're in this mess together, without having to spell it out. And when things actually suck, when the bad news lands, the plan falls apart, or you're just exhausted from caring too much, humor doesn't pretend everything is fine. It just refuses to let the suck win the whole day. You can still notice the absurdity in the middle of the chaos. That little shift in perspective is often enough to keep you moving instead of shutting down completely. It gives you a way to be kind to yourself when you're messy or imperfect instead of beating yourself up. Honestly, the people who seem to handle life best aren't the ones who never get knocked around. They're the ones who can still find something worth smiling about afterwards. Not forced positivity or toxic cheerfulness, just that stubborn ability to see the funny side when it shows up. Over time, that habit softens the edges of hard seasons and makes the good days feel even brighter. It's one of the cheapest, most reliable ways to make ordinary days better and rough ones a little bit more livable. And in a world that can feel relentlessly heavy, that small daily choice adds up more than most people.
Subscribers and viewers. Tonight's episode of APN's The Pulse podcast will not be streamed. Our scheduled moderator, Damon Galdo, is attending his local Board of Education meeting, and we have scheduling conflicts with our other rotating hosts. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber and viewer. APN's The Pulse will return next week at its regular scheduled time.